So left hand one, left hand one, you can see that position there to me doesn't look lobbish. Hands are forward, okay. The ball looks sort of forward, but the hands are forward, okay. It looks like he's almost trying to play like a low, punchy type of shot, okay. So that one there on the right hand side, the shaft now is a little bit more on the vertical side. So as you swing that golf club back now, because you're able to flip that club underneath, the club now kind of wins past the golf ball. The club at this point now is still the finish line. The golf club still won that, so the ball now is still sort of zipping up. Club's at the screen before the ball gets there, okay. You watch this one here now again, the hands then push forward a little bit more as well. Talk about your wrists. I said, what was the question? When do you use your wrist on the back, on the through swing or the back swing? You I don't know. Obviously on the back swing you will use them, okay. But as you come into the golf ball now, you can see it impact. There your hands at level with the golf ball, and they just keep going. So that club sticks in the ground.
Yeah.
That ball's gone. It's just driven it forward, okay. So much sort of driving that shot now, and the ball just off the green, then disappeared, okay. Yeah. This one here now, sort of looks like a scoop underneath it. You could almost get a little bit more there, if truth be told, to try and allow that left is almost flicking underneath. The skinny low ones you get, that's there you go. That's perfect. There you go. It's that. There you go. You're letting your left wrist just go. Okay, now this is only really good golfers. Now, I'm not going to say names, but there's certain golfers who would try that. They would nice fit into blooming over there if they did that because they haven't got the skill or the ability, okay? It's getting that golf club to sit more neutrally, to hinge, and almost feel the face of the club when it finishes pointing to you. What you get is kind of that. And it's like a hinge and a bit of a hole to the, and you just get very diggy with the ground. Your divots are quite deep and you're just coming down steep. If you hit the ground and a bit sort of steep this way, you just drive it low, okay? It's allowing that club to sort of scoop under. Now, yes, the lie has to be somewhere within good, I would suppose, to play this shot. If you're in there somewhere, you're not playing it, okay? Unless you're Mickelson or Seve, all right? So there are certain lies you've got to look at. But this is why I think in practice, by not giving you a perfect lie, you will then go, okay, that lie didn't work, I can't do that lie. You got to look before you play the shots. When you kick a ball in, just go, okay, right, hit that shot and we'll analyse that lie. That to me, I would say, is probably a 8 out of 10 lie. This to me, if we did a sort of move it around the start, there's a 10 out of 10. It sat like a mushroom. Lovely, okay? Perfect, okay? So you look at the lie before it happens, that's still about 7 or 8. That I would say not so good, maybe not so good, definitely not a no-no. So all these definite no-no. Good. So before you play the shot, you go, okay, right, how good's that lie? And you rate or assess the lie of the golf ball and go, right, that's a 4, that's a 10, that's a 6, whatever. And then when you play the shot, you've got to, again, just believe in yourself. Okay, did I mess it up with the technique? Or did I play a pretty good shot and the lie was just bad? Yeah. Okay, so then you think, okay, right, 4 out of 10 lies, I can't play it yet. So either you find loads of 4 out of 10 lies and practice at that speed till you can do it, or you go on the golf course where it's a 4 out of 10, or a 5 out of 10, maybe a 6 out of 10. I'm not going to try it. I'll play to the side there and just take your medicine, okay? So it's just that kind of learning and understanding experience. So otherwise, if you practice imperfect, 10 out of 10 lies, whatever lie you then have on the golf course, okay, it's just a guess. Because you don't know what the lie's going to be like. You never played in different lies. You're always playing from perfect lies, and you get them once or twice a year, as you said. That's just the winter league or winter rules kind of thing. So try to be disciplined with not giving yourself a perfect lie. Sometimes just stand there, sort of just chuck 10 goals in that direction. So where they end up, some in the fluffy lie, some on the bare lie, some in the sand, whatever it may end up being, okay? And then just look at the lie before you play, and just play every shot as a golf shot. So you're here now, you go, okay, right, I'm over a bunker. If I look at this lie here, for example, I'd look at that and go, okay, right, that lie looked too bad. I'd get a lob wedge over that bunker and I could probably land on the green. So I'd come in from behind the golf ball, do a few practice swings, and then just place the club to the golf ball. And that information that you get from there says yes or no kind of thing. Do you look down and go, oh, dear. If you put the club down there and you can do it, that's fine.
I'll be absolutely no there.
Yeah, exactly. That doesn't look very good. But, exactly.
You know,
so there's a 8 out of 10 line. I reckon I could put good on the fact you could flop out the bunker, no problem at all. That's probably a 50-50. If it's the first few holes, well, maybe the same club but a different type of shot. If it's the first few holes of a tournament or a match, don't try it. Okay, you can't win the comp in the first hole, but you can lose it. 18th hole, one down against 80 hard and whatever. Got to flop over the bunker on 18. Then you got to go for it. He's on the green 20 foot away. It's do or die. You've got to hope for the best. If you manage to pull off the miracle shot, then happy days. If you don't go for it, you're going to lose anyway. Give it a go. If it's the first few holes of a medal and you're trying to build your score, then let's not go for it. If it's that kind of lie, then you might sort of play a sort of a less sort of hingy, a bit more of a straighter face club.
I was thinking now what I'd play.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it would come out lower, but it would.
With that, but I think I would prefer that in this situation.
Yeah. And I would say just probably play a little bit sort of
So 50,
yeah,
6 degree sort of shot.
slightly kind of straighter face, straighter positions, less sort of scoop underneath it, and just nudge the ball forward on the green.
Again,
It's going to come out lower. It's not going to have potentially as much flight to sort of stop on the green. Come out a bit lower there. If you get lucky on the bank, it might hold it, as you did there. But if it lands on the green the other side, it's going to run too far. So that's kind of the judgment call you're going to make. Okay?
I've not played that shot ever with a 56. I've
Yeah.
only played with a 50, with a 60. I've never played
Yeah.
I've never done that before.
So again, so that's nice to know what you can, and that's what I say. So when you do your practice, every single shot you hit, you learn.
No.
Whether you learn what lie you can or can't play things from, where you learn if I do this with the wrist or this with the ball and this with the shaft angle, I get this, and this, okay? So all these different shots you're going to take away, okay, I can do this, can do that. They can lock that. So that was easy to flip underneath that, just didn't hard enough, that's all. But that lie again, an 8 out of 10 lie, we can whip under that all day. The 4 out of 10 lie was, you played the right shot.
Well, let's go to
Okay.
let's go for me. So it's either a yes or no. I need to develop
Yeah.
more than a yes or no. It's more a percentage, like even if it's yes, maybe, no. Getting it to threes, then getting it into fours.
Precisely.
percentages then.
And you know exactly then whether you're going to play it. And then you kind of get into that kind of chart where you say, okay, right, if it's sort of a threshold of 25% or 50%, then you decide on which club it's going to be. Where on the golf course am I? What's the situation? Is it the first hole of a tournament where I can make a complete monkey myself and make an 8 or a 9 or 10? Just, okay, I'll knock it over, take a medicine. I've hit a bad shot to here now. I missed the green in the wrong spot. I'll make a bogey, go to the second, third, fourth, fifth, and try and make a par or a birdie somewhere to make up for it. If it's the 17th hole and you've got a match and you're 1 down 2 to play, okay, fine, you've got to go for it. I always say to some guys, never try and play sort of these flop lob shots until like the 14th hole of a round of golf.
Oh, gotcha.
That kind of thing. Now, there are situations when you maybe get better.
Unless you're in a situation where you're forced to play it.
Yeah, exactly.
Maybe not
It's
out
do or
of
die.
hours, yeah, it's not-
But I think you need to know when and how to play it, for starters. Does the lie dictate you can play it? And that kind of thing. Does that make sense on you?
Yeah, no, absolutely. It's
Good
having
stuff.
It's having that knowledge and information in the head.
But every shot you now play, there you go. So, okay, play it from there, okay? So how would you play that from there then, okay?
I mean, I would try and...
Yeah,
down
you've almost got to make the divot bigger. The
Yeah.
best advice someone told me, when the ball's the divot,
Yeah.
make the divot bigger, exactly.
The-
Make the divot bigger. If you go too far forward with the hands, though, you'll drive it too low. You can still get a little bit of loft out of this thing,
Again,
but
it's-
yeah.
I need to, possibly this club rather than the 56 at the moment.
Yeah, this would be the right one to play for that.
Club, get that loft a little
Yeah.
bit more neutral.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. There you go. Make the divot bigger. He flops up,
Yeah.
runs a bit more because there's less loft, but you land it in the perfect spot to play the shot. Lovely. So, in a divot, make him bigger. Okay.